Don't tell me what to do. I think I should keep my day job, y'all. Okay, so I can't see what anybody's gonna say, if anybody even shows up. But, yeah, because you're, like, upside down and backwards, and I'm gonna be over here, and the phone's over here. Here. Okay. So, I will try to see the chat. I can't promise anything. Can anybody even hear me? I just want to make sure everybody knows that I have no idea what's going on. If you watch this later, I am just... what am I doing? What's going on? Where am I? What day is it? Where's the... Oh, he's right there. Is anybody there? I see 4 of you are there. Can somebody say something? Where do I see the chat at? Wait a minute. Okay, I don't know. Hello? Wait. All right, somebody say something eventually. If not, I'm just going to keep doing this because it needs to get done. I'm cutting mesh for a wreath. I'm done with Christmas. I was done with Christmas literally 2 weeks ago. I packed up all my stuff and one of my friends was like, hey, you're so cute. Will you make me 2 double door wreaths? And I was like, yes, I am. Wait, I'm watching. Love your work. Wait, who is that? I can't even see the name. It doesn't say on the screen. Thank you, whoever said that. I don't know what I'm doing. I have no clue. So one of my friends wanted wreaths for she's moving into a new house. She wanted wreaths for a double door. I was like, okay, wait. Okay. Hi from Fort Worth, Texas. Oh, that's my friend from Instagram. Okay, I saw that. Kind of. If you, I need to try to take a picture of how this is rigged up and post them on Instagram. Anyway, my friend wants 2 double door wreaths. Well, she wants double door wreaths, not 2 double door wreaths. Wreaths for double doors. All my Christmas is packed up. I am currently moving. Hello from Decatur, Texas. I can't see anybody's name. Can I turn this light off? Oh, maybe that'll help. Okay. Y'all can still see me? Good. All right. Anyway, I'm cutting the mesh. That's probably all I'm going to do because this whole situation, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with it. It's very precarious. How do people do this? Is this why people have like a tablet, a camera, their phone, a laptop, everything set up so they can see what's going on? This is just a metallic red and green mesh. I don't have a lot of mesh, Christmas mesh left, and I'm not ordering anymore. So I was like, hey, this is what I have. I think this will look good. And she was like, good. She's very easy to please. So I'm going to go with that. These were originally supposed to be flocked wreaths. There is not a flocked wreath within like 50 miles of my house that's reasonably priced. I'm not buying a flocked wreath from Michael's for $45 just to cover it in deco mesh. Yeah, pay no attention to this setup, please, because I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna just cut this like I normally do at 20-ish inches. I'm cutting both of them at the same time, and they're going in an evergreen base. So there's a red and a white, and there's a red and a green, a red and a lime, I guess. So how's everybody doing? I am giving up on trying to read what anybody says because it like shows up on the screen for a second and then it goes away. I am doing. It has been a rough week. business started throwing up a little bit on, I think maybe Saturday he threw up, and I was like, oh, he just threw up. And then Sunday he threw up, and I was like, all right. And then Monday I went to therapy, and I don't know that he threw up. He might have thrown up again like Monday night, and I was like, what are you doing? What's going on? But he never eats. Like, he's like, I don't want to eat. I don't need to eat to survive. So usually when he throws up, I'm like, well, you know, you shouldn't have waited so long to eat. Then you would have had something in your belly and you wouldn't have thrown up. So Tuesday morning I get up and I'm like, all right, time to start the day. It's like, you know, super early in the morning. And I'm cutting these at like 20-ish inches. I think I said that already. And he doesn't come out from underneath the covers. And I'm like, come on, lazy, you've been sleeping all night. And I kind of moved the covers back, and he doesn't, he's like, just his tail's barely wagging. And this dog, I mean, you could like kick this dog across the room and he'd wag his tail and be like, hey, thanks. Like, he's a very happy dog. So I was like, okay, well, all right. And I was like, you want to go OUT? I can't say it because he's sleeping right behind me, like a little cinnamon biscuit. He's so sweet. You want to go OUT? And I got kind of a response. Hello, Ariella from Massachusetts. I can't. My phone is like upside down and backwards. This is insane. So, he kind of climbed out from underneath the covers, but I had to pick him up. And then when he was like walking to go OUT, he was walking very slowly, and I was like, okay, something's wrong. And he went out. He went number one. Wait, what's number one? Yeah, he went number one. I can't say that word either because he'll be like, that's what I want to go outside in OUT. I mean, OUT. Okay, he didn't hear me. He's still sleeping. So I called my sister and I was like, hey, the dog's acting weird. Can you just come over and reassure me that I'm, you know, just regular run-of-the-mill crazy? So she came over, and like he gets very excited when my mom or my sister come over because he's like, hey, people will pay attention to me. Why do I not have something down here to hold this? Yay, people will pay attention to me. So Jen came over and he was just like, hey. And I was like, what do you think? And she was like, I don't know. And then like the more I looked at him, he was sitting outside. Oh, how'd you say that again? He's gonna wake up and like, I don't know, he's still sleeping. We were sitting OUT SIDE, and I was just like, he does not look good at all. So I called my mom, who was, thank God, off work, and I was like, kind of worried about the dog. Jen's over here. I don't know what's going on. And she's like, I'm sure he's fine, because everybody knows how I overreact about the dog. And I'm like, hi, I've spent every day for the past 5 years with this dog. He's not fine. He's not acting like himself. He didn't care that Jen was over here. He's not like, he can barely keep his eyes open, like something's wrong. So I started getting upset, and I called my vet, and I was like, listen, give him the, you know, this happened, and I said, I'm just, you know, he's acting very strangely, and I'm worried about him. So she said, you know, bring him in at your earliest convenience, which was like, I think they said the appointment was like 8:30, and I was like, I'm coming. I called my mom. I said, meet me at the vet. I said, I can't. Since my last dog died, I can't go to the vet by myself. Like, it's just not something. Since I walked in there with the dog and didn't leave with the dog one time, I just can't do it now. So my mom came down, and you know, she was like, oh, you know, he's really not acting like himself. And I was like, I told you he's not acting like himself. So we bring him to the vet, and the vet's like, let's do some blood work. We'll give him some fluids. He seems a little dehydrated. So they did the blood work, and they were like, everything's fine except this is low, this is low, this is low. It's probably pancreatitis. Let's keep him for the rest of the day, and you can get him at the end of the day. We'll run fluids. He had a fever. So I was like, all right, so like the rest of the day, I'm just, shambles because as much as the dog aggravates me all the time, I want him here to aggravate me. I don't want him at the vet not aggravating me. So, um, I called them around noon and they were like, yeah, he's not really interested in doing anything. He's just, his stomach's real tender and blah, blah, blah. So they called me at like 4 and I talked to the vet and she was like, he's not really responding he's not responding the way I want him to. So you can either come and get him and bring him back tomorrow, or you can come and get him and bring him to our 24-hour location, which is way out in Kenner. And I was like, oh, I don't know. And she's like, or we can hook him up to a drip and we will leave him here overnight. And I was like, well, somebody's there overnight. And she's like, no. She's like, once we leave, we take the dogs that are boarded here because a lot of dogs were boarded for the holidays. She's like, we feed them, take them out. We're out of here at like 7. And I was like, so he's going to be alone for like 13 hours. And she was like, whoa, yeah, but, and I was like, oh. So I was like, do I leave him alone for that long? Or do I come and get him and bring him home where I can't do anything for him? Like, I can't hook up an IV. So I said, if you think it's best, I was like, what do you think? What do we do? And she said, leave him here. She said, I would recommend you leave him here. That way he runs his, he gets fluids all night long and he is better and he doesn't have to be, here over like Thanksgiving. I said, okay. So, I consented to that. They left him there. And the next day, it was a different doctor because they have like 2 doctors who switch in and out. It was a different doctor, and she called. I think I called them like early in the morning just to see what was going on. Why are these 2 meshes like completely different sizes? Don't you hate that? I'm gonna cut you. And maybe that'll just be extra. But I think also, so she calls and she's like, hey, I was just about to call you. She said, his temperature's come down. He's not really interested in eating. But, we gave him some pain medicine. He hasn't gone to the bathroom because we gave him pain medicine. And I was like, can I come get him? She's like, why don't you come around 2 o'clock? We just want to, I'm going to save this little piece with the other piece. We just want to, make sure everything is okay. So I went and got him Wednesday at 2 o'clock. And she's like, here's your bill. And it was $633. And I was like, okay. I said, that's a lot of wreaths. But, who cares? I mean, I do, because that's a ridiculous amount of money for me, but it was, they had to do blood work and x-rays and keep him overnight and do these pain meds and do this and do that. So brought him home. He was fine Wednesday. He started eating some special FOOD for sensitive stomachs. Thursday he was fine. Friday, he wasn't really interested in the food, so I tried giving him some like boiled chicken. I always have like, poached chicken in the freezer. And I was giving him some of that, and then he started throwing up again. And I called them Friday, and I was like, the dog's throwing up again. And she's like, bring him in. So I brought him in. She said, listen, it's just, he probably had too much too soon. Let's not give him any water. Let's not give him any food. Let's just, not give him anything. And let his stomach rest. So I did that. And then Saturday morning, when I'm supposed to go off with my mom, I know I'm not doing anything yet. I'm done what I was gonna do. Saturday when I was going off with my mom, I woke up and he was throwing up everywhere. But it wasn't like throwing up because he hadn't had anything to eat. So it was just like that slimy dog throw up stuff, and it was like everywhere. Every time I turned around, he was like, bloop. And it wasn't like he wasn't like, you know, straining to throw up. It was just like, bloop, 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 you know, all over the house. And he tried to go outside and he tried to eat some grass, and I was like, you can't eat any grass. Like, the vet said no grass. Let me go get my wreath. I'll be right back in a second. I will finish this riveting story. I can't find a flocked wreath. I know I said that already. Um, so I'm like, he's throwing up because he hasn't had anything in his stomach. So me and my mom go off for a little bit and come back, and there's no new throw up in the house. And I was like, okay, good. And I called the vet, and she's like, hey, we sent you. They sent me home Friday with a different kind of food. I think it's, what is it, Hills? It's Hills, like ID, sensitive stomach. I don't know. So she's like, try to give him a little bit of that if he doesn't. I said he doesn't want to eat rice. He doesn't want to eat anything. I said he's going to eat chicken, but that's what's made, you know, that's what got him throwing up again. So I fixed him a little bit of the Hills stuff, and he was like, hey, I kind of like this. And I was like, well, good. And that was at like 10 o'clock, and I was like, why don't you try to keep it down until, why are these two pieces so short? Why don't you try to keep it down until, like, you know, when we leave for lunch at like 11. So by 11 o'clock, it was like 10:50, he hadn't thrown up. And I was like, okay, good. So went to lunch, and I went and shipped, how many, God, I shipped so many wreaths on Saturday. Went and shipped a bunch of wreaths, went to lunch, came back, everything was fine. Fed him again last night, and he kept everything down. I fed him around like 6, and then I fed him again at like 9, because I was like, let me give him a little something, because he's, I think a lot of small dogs are like that, where if they don't eat, they're going to throw up the next morning. So I was like, let me make sure he goes to bed with something in his stomach. And then I fed him this morning around 4, and he was fine. I just fed him again, and he's like, I can tell he's hungry, because he was like, after I fed him at 4, he was like, I need more food. And I was like, you're not getting any more food. And then when I was getting ready to leave today to go look for a flocked wreath, 2 flocked wreaths, he did that thing where like the bowl was empty and he hit it with his paw. And I was like, you are not getting any more food. I was like, first of all, if you start getting sick, the only thing left for me to do is have you put to sleep, because that's all I have money for, business. I love you, but that's all I have money for at this point. And he was like, well, I don't want that. And I was like, well, good. So let's calm down. So he's been getting like maybe a tablespoon of food every couple of hours. He hasn't been drinking any water, but he's eating wet food, so he never drinks. The vet was like, how's he with water? And I was like, I've had the dog for 5 years. I think I've seen him drink water like 10 times, maybe. I said he never drinks water. But he also had, he had the subcutaneous fluids, you know, they put under the skin, a big hump on his back on Friday, so I'm not worried about it. I'm just glad that he is home and he's feeling better, and that everybody's gonna go buy a wreath and something. I don't know. My friend Kyle was like, "Can you make me a wreath?" And I was like, "Oh." Like, if it had been any other day, I would have been like, "Oh, you know, I kind of packed everything up, you know, kind of done with Christmas. Just want to relax and get ready to move to my new space, which is over there. I'm not moving houses. I wish I was. I'm not." But I was like, "Yeah, of course, no problem." So that's what I'm doing now. All right, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 for 1 wreath, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so I do have enough. I don't have a chair to sit on because my living room is literally like disaster area. I guess I could move this box because my back is killing me. Wish I could see what everybody was saying, if anybody's saying anything. I don't want to try to like move the camera. Is this like upside down? I'm feeling like this is upside down. I don't know. It says there's 11 people in here. Hi, 11 people. I'm not filming this with my regular camera because my videos are all done. Everything's uploaded. I have one video to edit. I surprised my mom on Friday when the dog was doing better. Left the house super early in the morning to go to her house and decorate the outside of it for Christmas. Because, you know, this is her first Christmas alone, probably ever. You know, she's not alone, but her first Christmas, like, waking up alone. Because she's been, you know, she's always had us, you know, somebody in the house. So, I went there super early in the morning because she was getting off of, she was going to lunch at like 8:30 because it was Black Friday. And I, got up super early. I hurt everything, every muscle in my body that I could like hurt, I managed to while I was trying to get her house decorated. Wearing the most uncomfortable pants. The video's hilarious. It's just me being like, oh my god, I'm gonna throw these pants away as soon as I get home. They were so uncomfortable. But she was super surprised, and now she's like, I need to get some, because there's like a little tree on her, I put up a little fake tree on her porch. Some wreaths in the windows, the big garland I made. And she's like, I have the tree on the, like, the right hand of the porch. I need something for the left hand. And we were out yesterday. She was like, I need to find something. And I was like, she's like shopping for Christmas decorations, and she never does that. So it's like, look, it worked. It worked. I tricked her into believing in the spirit of Christmas again. I don't know. They'll probably make a Hallmark movie out of it. I hope Chad Michael Murray plays me. My mom will, of course, have to be played by Haley Duff, because I don't know who else makes this Christmas. Oh, God. What if they cast Candace Cameron as my mom? How embarrassing for both of us. Wait, this goes with the... See, I would love if this was a flocked wreath, but... every Walmart was like, no. No. And I thought for sure they would have them at my local Walmart, because they are like hidden. Like they're like behind this wall. You have to like enter a secret passcode. You have to make an offering. Oh, my green bean casserole's done. I know y'all thought that was going to be pizza, but it's green bean casserole. I mean green bean, it's not green bean casserole. It's French onion green bean casserole. Because that's what I made to bring to my mom's for Thanksgiving. It's great. I mean, it's still green bean casserole. It was cream mushroom soup, caramelized onions, Gruyere, topped with panko, and the French fried onions, which I don't think I've ever had like real green bean casserole. But I was like, these onions, why does everybody love these onions so much? They're not very good, but the caramelized onions were fantastic. So I went by my mom's today after I went to Walmart, because she asked me to pick up some peas for her, because she was making like an enormous pot of beef stew. I was like, Mom, what are you doing with that? She's like, I'm gonna eat it for 3 weeks. And I was like, okay. Wait, am I paying attention at all to what I'm doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Yeah, I needed to get to like the middle point with 6 pieces. What was I saying? I'm making beef stew. I went by my mom's house. Oh yeah, and she was like, you want Thanksgiving? And I was like, no, I don't want any more Thanksgiving. I said, I'm done. I barely ate anything. You know, I can't eat big meals. anymore. So I ate my Thanksgiving dinner. I took some home. I went by her house on Friday to decorate the house, and then she was like, I'm gonna eat more Thanksgiving dinner. And I was like, oh my God, Mom, are you sure? Are you sure you want to do that? So I ate again, and then today, she's like, I'm getting ready to throw out all this stuff. You want anything? And I was like, I will take those green beans. Yes, ma'am, I will. But we had a pretty good Thanksgiving. My sister, you know, they're like, hey, make sure you don't have this like huge Thanksgiving with all these people, because, you know, that's not a good idea. My sister Catherine, she shows up with like this tub of cranberry stuff, and I was like, oh my God, I didn't know you knew how to cook or open a can. And she's like, this is from work. A guy's mom made it and he brought it to me. And I was like, is this like from a work potluck that a bunch of people ate on and then you brought it here for us to eat on? And I told Michelle, she's like, did you eat that? Oh my God, tell me you didn't eat that. I was like, no, I don't. I said it had too much sugar in it. I knew it. I know it had too much sugar in it. And she's like, y'all are going to have one of them super spread Thanksgivings. And I was like, I don't know. But my mom also made some kind of, I actually made it. She found the recipe and she was like, make this. And I was like, okay. It was some cranberry fluff. It was whipping cream and cream cheese and whipping cream, cream cheese, sugar, cranberries, and pineapple. It was so good. Again, too much sugar, but okay, 1, 2, 3. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, this is not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I can do 2 more in this area. I'm doing the 12 and the 6. I'm just doing it on an evergreen base. Which, if you like don't have enough mesh to do a full deco mesh wreath on a wire base, an evergreen base is a good way to do it. Because I'm only using 2 rolls of mesh to make both of these wreaths. So yeah, I couldn't. I was like, I can't. I had some other mesh, but I was like, I can't put all 4 rolls of these mesh together. Like, it's gonna just look. It's gonna look exactly what it is. Like, I don't have enough to finish this project, so I was like, I can figure this out. So this is what we're doing, and it's gonna be fantastic. And Kyle is going to love it. Kyle is my friend, who I think. How did I meet Kyle? I think we had mutual friends. We were part of like a Tori Amos message board back in the day. And like she was friends with somebody I was friends with, and then we became friends. She is a vet tech person who, you know, just saying, she could be a vet tech in New Orleans instead of Florida. We have better food, but we don't have Disney, so I think that's why she doesn't want to come here and give me free vet advice with my dog. But yeah, she is like a pop culture junkie. There was, I think it was called the World Series of Pop Culture. This was when I was living in Florida. It was on VH1, and she was on it. And it was just like all these random pop culture questions. And I was watching it, and I was like, oh my God, Kyle knows so much stuff. You know, she knows like a lot of stuff, but also like a lot of really good useless information. And then she's like, hey everybody, like, I couldn't say anything, but I just, you know, I'm going on Jeopardy. And I was like, oh my God, Jeopardy's hard. Jeopardy. Oh, Kyle, what are you doing, Kyle? Can you handle it? Let me tell y'all what Kyle did. Wait, I lost count again. Oh no, I just gotta put the green one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, just gotta put the green one here. Miss Kyle Webb. I can use her full name because she is a internet celebrity. She went on Jeopardy, won like the entire week, and bought a house with her winnings. I was watching it. I never watched Jeopardy because like I'm fine with like the first round, but once they're like in 1942 this, and I was like, oh no, I don't know the answer to that. I'm dumb, or at least I'm not like Kyle level knowledgeable. She was just like blasting through them questions. They're like, today's winner is Kyle, and my mom was like, are you watching this? And I was like, yeah. Well, I'm not watching it. I'm pirating it off of the Pirate Bay because I don't have the TV. But yeah, she's destroying. She destroyed a bunch of people. She made that man cry. She made a grown man cry. All right, is this right? Let me try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and this is the first one. And I guess this is where our bow's going because there's like a little spot right there. So yeah, that's like, you know, she's like my famous Jeopardy friend. But it was crazy. You watch Jeopardy and you're like, how do these people know this stuff? But then like when you know somebody and they're on it and she's like, that would be Napoleon Bonaparte. And I'm like, how did she know that he practiced magic? That he was a magician? How did she know he juggled? Like what how does she know this stuff? It was super entertaining. And you know, none of my other friends have ever been on Jeopardy because they're too dumb, I guess. I don't know. Just saying. Michelle. Oh, Michelle might be watching it. No, what time is it? No, it's like 11 o'clock. Michelle's definitely still sleeping. I called her on Thanksgiving. Was it Thanksgiving? No, it was the day. Was it Thanksgiving? It might have been the Wednesday before when the dog was at the vet all day and I was at my mom's house putting up her tree and decorating with her. I called Michelle. It was like 10:45. And like the FaceTime is like all dark and I'm like, what's going on? She's like, what do you want? I'm sleeping. And I was like, it's 10:45 and you're 40 years old. Get up, you bum. And she's like, you can't say that to me. I'm a liberated woman. And I was like, I don't care how liberated you are. Get out of bed. I work real hard. And I was like, you don't even have a job. Michelle, it's not like you're running a YouTube empire. She said, shut up. Don't talk about me like that. Save all your videos where you badmouth me and my children. Okay. I really need to get the... Oh, God, I'm down to 4 people. Wait, no. But now I'm back up to 5. Hi, whoever just came on. I need to... everybody logged off. They were like, oh, no, he's talking about Michelle. Nobody wants to hear about her. I need to get that set up that everybody else has with the computer and the tablet and the iPad and the phone and then the other phone and then the laser disc player where they can see everything that's going on at the same time as it's happening. Every time I watch a live, I'm like, why do they have so many like accessories? They're like filming themselves with one. They're looking on their phone at something. I think they're using their phone to like chat back to people, like to put in links and stuff. And then they're using the tablet to read the comments. Listen, y'all, that's not in the budget, thanks to business and his persnickety stomach. But I definitely, once I move to the other table, I definitely want to do this more often, even if it's here or if it's on Patreon or somewhere. Wait, did I just put a green one? Yeah, I did. My back hurts. I'm hungry. Oh, I also have a leftover veal cutlet sandwich from yesterday. That sounds good with a green bean casserole, huh? It actually doesn't. That sounds kind of gross, but whatever. I have no other food in my refrigerator. Apparently, I'm not going to get any more food in my refrigerator until Etsy's like, hey, congratulations, you made your first sale. Unfortunately, because it's your first sale, for the next 90 days, you're going to have to wait like a week and a half to get your money. And I was like, but my dog. And they were like, nope, sorry, no. Yeah, you have a lot of money. We just won't give it to you yet. You have to wait. You have to wait like 3 days for us to decide to give it to you, and then you have to wait a little bit more after that. And I was just like, okay, but that's my money that you took from my customer, but you won't give it to me. And they were like, no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. All right, so I have 9 rolls left, which has 2 each. That's 19 pieces. This is very, this section is very red. I don't even know if y'all can see that. This section right here, very red and white. Can you see anything? I don't know. All right, so that's a nice base. It's going to have a bow. It's going to be like the flocked wreath I posted. It's on my Etsy. If anybody wants to go buy it, please go buy it. It's going to be just like that, just big bow, big ornament. I got some more of those stripe poinsettias that I used in that one swag that my other friend Michelle, who probably doesn't sleep past noon, she bought that. Yeah, so this is my base. And yeah, I just wanted to check in with you guys and ow! Let me try to say, okay, I guess you can kind of see. I just wanted to check in with you guys, tell you guys what was going on with the dog. Everybody was very nice in their concerns, and I appreciate that. He appreciates that. Oh, maybe. Oh. This is the quality you get when you buy a wreath from me. Stuff just randomly pops out. Why did that happen? Who knows? I can't send it to Kyle. She'd be like, you know what happened in 1842 when Grover Cleveland gave a wreath to somebody and the deco mesh popped out? And I'd be like, what happened? She'd be like, he killed him. He killed that guy. Do you want me to kill you? Do you want me to hire somebody to kill you with my Jeopardy money? Okay, so that's not even, but I was talking the whole time. I'll fluff that out a little bit. So yeah, that's what's going on with the dog. He's good. I'm good. I'm busy. I'm hungry. I have on pajama pants with weenie dogs on them. And I am going to go eat. I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to do the other wreath. And I will see you guys later. How do I get out of here now? I don't know. I don't know how to do this. Is anything happening? Wait, somebody said something. Enjoyed it. Hope your fur baby feels better. Thank you, Lauren, I think. Oh, God, why does it fade away so fast? Why do they think I know how to read this quickly? Oh, wait, look, I can go back through the comments now. Wait, hold on. Okay, wait, okay. Here we go. I don't know if all these people on here. Bubbly Booze, hi from Fort Worth. Joanna, hi from Decatur, Texas. Ariel, I thought I'd never catch you live. Never thought I'd do it live. I don't think it went that great, but you know. Lauren is from New Orleans. Hello, Lauren. How disgusting is your weather? I know you're probably not on anymore, but it's disgusting here. First time getting to see you live. I hope your baby is feeling better. He is. You're sideways on my end. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and watch the video to figure out how to set up my camera. But this whole system I have is about to go away anyway. And then Lauren said, "Enjoyed it. Hope your baby feels better." So yeah, he's good. This is very confusing to me. And now my battery's dying. So there's the wreath. I will post it on Instagram, and I'll post it on YouTube too, so you guys can say, that's my table that's normally full of like so much stuff, and now there's just like nothing. I mean, there's still stuff, but not as much stuff. That's where the camera was. Hanging. Yeah, this is the life. I have a PVC pipe clamped to the end of my old kitchen table. Yeah, that's the setup you need. Oh, I see the X about how to get out of here now. So this needs to be moved around a little bit, but I'm going to work on that. And I will see you guys later. Thank you for watching. Thanks for thinking of business. Yeah, I'll post the pictures later and you guys can check it out. All right, bye guys. Can't yet. Are you sure you want to stop streaming? Yes. Why would I collect the X? Yes, end.